Halo from Distortion and Static, and we chilling here with a special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself real quick?
What's up, peace? This is DJ Roddy Rod from the Maspyke, chilling in San Fran at the Elbow Room with Kev Brown, Odyssey. This is like 3/9 of the low budget crew. So, and Maspyke too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, why don't you talk about what you provide for the game and just your occupation in hip hop, man.
Okay. Well, it's not much. I produce for a group of brothers that are related to me called Maspyke. Static is in stores now, ABB, BPM, Bucharest Records. I've been producing for a while. Started in like early 92, 93, and I did like a remix for Dougie Fresh, co-produced the remix to I. That was kind of like started my claim to fame. I did tracks on Lyricist Lounge with Q-Tip and Wordsworth and all of the Maspyke stuff to date. So, and Planet Asia, Edo G, Roscoe, Kirby Dominant, Shantae Moore. I just kind of, it's been working, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to get it going. So, that was pretty much it.
That's tight, man. Do you have any advice for people that are watching the show right now? Because we got a lot of younger viewers. There's a lot of people that may want to get into making beats. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you talk about like some programs they could get, some hardware they could get, something where they can get started.
Okay. Well, granted, with today's technology, like there's pretty much everything that you can get now. Like, I don't really knock any type of format, hardware, software, because I've heard like the best from the best come from both sides, like from hardware. So anything, as long as it's good, be patient with this game because it's, to build your rep up, it takes time. It's not an overnight thing. Some are lucky to have that, but that's not for everybody. So just be patient, be diligent with your stuff. Always have contact information so that you can give to people. Like, for example, me and Kev seen Mace from Dayline. He's like, you're just unreachable. He was always saying that we were unreachable. He's like, I know your music, but you guys are unreachable. And he was right. Just because he was an artist, he knew about us, but contact-wise, so we've been trying harder to get people to, to kind of get contact when they want to get contact with us. But that's it. Keep, just be patient and keep at it. Don't give up. Like, if you keep on it and you're heavy with it, it's gonna come. If your music is good, it's gonna come. So,
talk about what you provide for the game and just how unique your style is and what differentiates yourself from everyone else.
With me, I feel like I'm no different from many other artists that contributes to the game. You're always trying to, you always want to add something different. So that's what I try to do with my music. Just to kind of get a different foot. I don't try to like go and sound like anybody else, even though people put you in those pigeonholes because you might sound similar, but really I just do me and I have fun with it, and I try to just keep that fun aspect of it, friendly competition as well. That's one of the fundamentals of hip hop, like, seeing an artist in a group that you pretty much like, or, it's like your peers and you want to be like, I could do something better or something different to kind of flip it. That's why, like, all the producers, even in this day and age, with Dilla passing, rest in peace, JD, but he was the one that kind of put all the producers up on their toes, every aspect from drum programming to whatever. So, like, we still have a lot to thank for him, but that's that friendly competition. That's like that Kane, that Kane and Coogee rap, like they sharpening their swords, and that's, in a production game, it's the same. It's the same.
So, there's obviously producers that have changed the game, like P-Rock, Primo, Dilla, who you mentioned, Ninth Wonder. Who are some producers that you feeling right now that people may not know about?
That's a good question. We just had a conversation about it. Really, well, I don't say, there's a lot of, I could go on and on about producers. Just remember my man Black Milk from Detroit. Big up to my man Finale, House Shoes, everybody in the D, but he's crazy. But I think a producer that people overlook all the time is like DJ Scratch, who's been doing it for a long time. And people overlook Scratch, 45 King. You know, I started spinning in 88, 89, and I was fortunate enough to be around older cats who kind of taught me early. So the older producers like Marley Marl, of course. I mean, but a lot of the older producers pretty much have it, don't have that light, but has always had the foundation of like making music. So like scratching, they always leave Scratch out. I told Scratch like I'm your fan club because like he's the founder of like a lot of stuff like that I kind of drifted towards, you know what I mean? But as far as music wise, like influences, like I grew up on jazz. My uncle Eddie Marshall is actually a resident here in San Fran, has been doing jazz, and my father pretty much put jazz in his ear. And I'm a victim as well because I grew up listening to it. So, you know, like my heroes are Wes Montgomery, you know, Kenny Burrell, Thelonious, of course. I mean, I can go on and on, man. Jimmy Smith, man. But that's pretty much it. You know.
Sure, man. So let people know how they can contact you, man, if they want to hit you up, man, ask you some questions or whatever, man.
MySpace. Yo, MySpace is taking over the world. For the most part, that's, you know, MySpace / DJ Roddy Rod. You know, abbrecords.com. You can look for Maspyke there, our group. BucaRantsRecords.com. Everything you can pretty much find on MySpace. If you go there, you know, you'll be able to get in contact with us, you know what I'm saying? Peace out to Maspyke, by the way.